Decision Plus has been and still is a leading stock market service provider. From training to coaching, we cover it all. Try both our software as well as our coaching site, completely free for 10 days without obligation. No credit card is needed to sign up for the trial. The trial subscription will be automatically canceled for you at the end. DecisionPlus.com, your stock market service center. Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try MarketGurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above. Market Vision Plus is the trading companion of so many investors. Make your fundamental and technical analysis easy with Canada's #1 stock market decision-making software. Research, decide, and follow your positions with Market Vision Plus. See the menus just above this program and try Market Vision Plus for 10 days without any obligation after the show. When it comes to day trading, Trader Plus is the right tool. Track 50 quotes simultaneously. Create dozens of quick lists. Display as many as 30 real-time intraday charts at the same time. Watch the action with candlesticks or bar charts as fast as 10 seconds. See the market by sectors. Use the chart models already prepared for you. Try Trader Plus for 10 days in the menu above without any obligation.
Welcome to the Swing Trading Show of 12:30, July 27, Wednesday. The Dow Jones, the S&P, and the TSX are all negative. The Nasdaq stay positive, but is weak. He's lost momentum since the beginning of the day. Nasdaq, it's all about Apple. Apple was jump around 5 to 6% on its earning. We will see us in detail in a couple of minutes. And all of the other markets change completely their direction at the when we release the old inventory. So the old inventory at 10:30, we have a collapse on the USO. Since then, it's flat at the bottom. We're at 41.98, so under $42. I still think that the old could go at 40, but I think that we will need something big for the old to go under 40. We have the FOMC announcement at 2. I think it will be an important moment during the day to see if the market can rebound, because I think that the Fed will be really hawkish. So I think with this, we could have a rebound on the market. I don't know if we could go back positive, but I think we could have a rebound around 2. And if we have a rebound on the market and the Fed is hawkish, the US dollar could go down, and the gold GLD and the gold sector could go higher. The gold is completely flat since the beginning of the day at the bottom of its day, but stay flat. Same for the silver, and the gold sector lost some kind of momentum since the beginning of the day, but I think on a rebound we could have interesting entry points. We will see all of these. The question bar is open. I have question right now, so I will start by showing you the market. So Nasdaq, we are at around 80 points from the super top, from the top of 5210. So we will have the earning on Facebook tonight, and tomorrow we'll have Google and Amazon. So if the earning of these 3 big companies are positive and they jump, I think the Nasdaq could continue the movement. On the Dow, still more pressure on the downside than on the upside. Yesterday we saved the day. If the market goes down of the FOMC, I think we have more chance to go up on it. But if we go down, we have chance to close around 18,400, and this will be a clear breakdown on the Dow Jones. The S&P for the moment it's completely flat, but now we're back near the support, but I think we still need to close at 215 to be comfortable about owning bearish stock, because right now the only sector that is interesting on the downside, it's the energy in Canada and the States. But energy, it's not a new signal, it's the continuity of the signal of approximately 10 days ago. On the TSX, pressure on the downside because of the energy, the mining, the finance, the industry. So a lot of sector put pressure on their supports and R&R, and down cycle is the reason why the TSX is putting pressure on the downside. And if we look, so the TX60 could have a breakdown today. The 20 also, the 40 also, the 20 we have more chance, but if the gold energy and the mining continue to move on the downside, we could make an acceleration in the afternoon. So look at the old today down 2%. The real gold under $42, down $1.65. The gas, it's flat. And the gold, we have a rebound, but it's a timid rebound, up $6 at $13.25. If we look at our sector, the only one was up today, it's technology. It's because of earning of a CGI group. On the downside, I'm going to show you there. We'll just import the new sector. But on the downside, we have energy, healthcare, and so right now we have energy was back negative. It was neutral this morning with the rebound with the inventory. We're back negative. It's not new entry points. We don't have breakdown in the energy sector. We have also discretionary consumption. It's all about Gildan today. We released bad earning. I'm going to show you the earning in a couple of minutes. And after that, we have neutral sector, staple consumption. We have a couple of stock, but we had the earning of Loblaws this morning. So the Loblaws, it jumped, and after we deflate, is the reason why staple, it's still in its neutral formation at a quadruple top. So if we could have a breakout on the sector, it could be interesting. Material, we had some bullish movement this morning, but we lost the momentum. I still think that the gold sector, the silver and the gold stock are to monitor this afternoon. For the other sector, utility, we are in correction, still higher than the supports. And I think also that if we have hawkish comments from the dovish, it's not hawkish, it's dovish. Sorry, if we have dovish comment from the FOMC, I think the rate could continue to go lower in the States, the bonds rate, and I think that utility could rebound. So utility, we have to keep our stock and for the moment, because it's just a correction and we still have an important support to break. So I will start right now with the earning. We had a lot of big earning. United States Steel up, Panera Bread didn't move. Twitter down 13%. It's a weak growth of the consumer, of the clients on the platform. The growth is just not fast enough. So we lost half of the rebound that we had since Microsoft acquired LinkedIn, and it's where the stocks start to move on the upside. Coca-Cola, really bad earning, 3.4% down. The revenue are down 5%. So after McDo yesterday, we have another big company and the base consumption, Coca-Cola. Comcast, it's not far from a breakout. Altria, this is the smoke, so bad movement. Norfolk, it's in the railway, so the Canadian railway do better right now than the US one. Akamai, it's a big move. I don't know why. The earning was not that bad, up 6% revenue and in line with the estimate at 64 cents for the earning per share. Boeing slightly positive. CGI Group, so this is the reason for the technology. Ballard Power is also interesting, and it's a big movement on its earnings. So it's a really big move, Ballard, since July 11. First Service could have a breakout this afternoon, and Gildan down 5%. Taseko also, and Apple up 6.5%. Apple, the revenue are down 14%, but they still higher than what the analysts expect. So this is the first good news. Second good news on Apple is that the guidance for the next quarter are higher than what's the street expected, and most of the time Apple guide lower than what's the street expect. Now they guide higher, so this is positive. And also the iPhone and the iPad sale are lower than a year ago, but still higher than what the street expects. So Apple deliver a good quarter, and now we can move on. We'll have the new iPhone in September. So Apple, it was a nice entry points around $90. And this is it for the important news. I'm going to show you the most important stock in each Canadian sector, and after we will answer the question. So staple consumption at the top. So it's Loblaws and George Weston. Loblaws earnings. So George Weston owned 44% on Loblaws. So it's the reason why he was moving. But the other stock are all in correction. Northwest, Empire, now it's flat. Cut also, but was putting pressure on the downside. Metro. So now we break the the upper trend yesterday. We continue on the downside. Discretionary consumption, it's all about Gildan, but Enercare is also in correction. QSR, so if you have opened a position on QSR, the July 18, you should take a profit today if you didn't. And if the stock continue to go lower around 57, I will close my position. Cineplex could be a breakdown this morning. And this is it for the gold. So the gold, we have I think the goal, it's all about what will happen at the FOMC. So if we have a rebound, we could have day trading entry points and swing trading possibly. The best stock right now, it's Tanzania Royalty, but it didn't move since the opening. The stock I like the most, it's Ditto Gold. So if we have a movement, I'm going to show you with a less period. But so Gold Corp, Ditto Gold, if we could go back to 31.90, I think it will be an entry point, and we could have a continuity to go back to 35. So this is good. And so 32 from 30 is still a 6.6% potential losses, but the potential gain will be $3. So it's still interesting. Another one that I like, it's Oceano Gold. This is the strongest gold stock since this morning. Now it starts to be a little bit more weak because the GLD is not lower, but he's at it put pressure on his supports. But Oceano Gold 475 after FOMC could be interesting. Better Gold also, if we have a movement this afternoon, could be nice. Gold Corp, Barrick Gold. I'm less a fan of Gold Corp. I prefer Barrick Gold. And if we go after that, and the silver also interesting because silver is stronger and most of the stock will break the trend. So I like Fortuna Silver, I like also Silver Corp, and I like Andover Silver. In the mining, you have to be careful if you have open position on Teck or First Quantum yesterday, because they will release their earning. First Quantum tonight, and I think Teck it's tomorrow after the bell. But a lot of gold, mining, and steel stock in the States will publish their earning tonight or tomorrow night. So if you open position in these stock, you should look at it when the earning will be published. Example, I will not buy Barrick Gold today because its earning it's tonight. I don't want to buy Barrick Gold the day of its earning. If you look at a stock like Teck, their last earning was there, and it was the top of the last cycle. We have a big cycle since the last earning. So could this be also the top of this cycle? It's possible. If you look at a stock like First Quantum, last earning was April 29. It was the top. Since then, we're back at the top. We're not higher. So it could be riskier to have stock like that. If I show you the steel, it's the same stuff in the steel. The last earning was around April. We're now back approximately at the same level. If we look at stock like, their stock are there. Cliff, a lot stronger than his last earning. Valley, approximately at the same level, will publish its earning, I think, tomorrow. Valley. AK still stronger. So all of these mining stock, most of it have a nice bullish cycle since their last earning. Could they continue? I'm not sure. So if you have open a position, example, an AK Steel holding, recommend yesterday, opening position around 10:30 and 11:30, and the steel stock for day trading. And if there was continuity in the afternoon, it was so. Yesterday we had the perfect scenario, but you should take a second profit today, or at least one profit on your stock. So we will go at the ad and finish with the question.
Find answers to your questions by emailing your host at btm@decisionplus.com.
5 good reasons to manage your investments with National Bank Direct Brokerage. Commission fees fixed at $9.95 anytime for all clients and starting at only $6.95 for active investors. No administrative fees if you hold at least $20,000 in your accounts. Registered accounts available in U.S. currency. Powerful tools to help you manage your portfolio. Award-winning customer service and satisfaction levels amongst the highest in the industry. To learn more, visit nbdb.ca or call us now.
Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try marketgurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above.
Okay, so first question, what do you do with the AQN? AQN, Algonquin Power and Utility, it's an analyst pick that I would recommend there. I will wait to the FOMC because I still think that the FOMC still will be dovish. I think if it's dovish, the rates could go lower, and I think the utility could rebound. But if we don't have a movement on the utility after the FOMC, I will probably close the position on Algonquin Power and Utility. But I would prefer to wait for the FOMC at 2. I have Kirk's at 680. What do you think long term, a month or 2? I don't know what they do in healthcare. What's the stuff with healthcare? See, most of the time you never know when they will have an FDA approval or something like that. But the stock seems really nice. A nice trend for the moment. 680. You could be on the long term. I think you should take a profit at some point. If you're long term, probably that you prefer a 10% or something like that. You're not far from the 10%, but if you take just one profit, a small one, 1/3 of a position, it will be just more easy for everything. But I think that the stock could continue. The biotech are performing well right now, and I will keep the stock, but if you're on the long term, I will close the maximum the stock. If we had a bad moment at the price you paid, this will at the price you paid, and this will inverse the trend. But I will take a profit at some point before, or if you know very well the company, you could keep it on the long term. But pharmaceutical biotech stock are always more risky than the big stock in the healthcare or any other sector. What's happened with the IT, the entertainment group? I don't know what's happened yesterday. It could be their earning. They are an important support. This is in the gambling, I think they have, but I don't know. But this now it's an important support. So we have 2 options: the stock will rebound or the stock will collapse. When I look at the volume yesterday, I'm pretty sure it was their earning. So if you own the stock, you could go see what was bad in their earning. And if you don't own the stock, you have 2 options. You could open a position around the supports, 980, 10. If we break 950, you close. If we rebound, you could have a good gain. Okay, sorry, Max, I forgot it was an English show. Do you have a good stock for Alzheimer? I have noticed a JAG on venture going up with a good amount of volume, but on few transactions, what do you think? Jaguar, I think it's in the gold. Yes, it's gold, but it's like any other gold stock. It's really strong right now. If we reduce this volume, we'll show that the volume of today is really strong. I will wait just for the FOMC to don't be cut, but most of the time the stock on venture will react less on the FOMC than the stock on the TSX and the gold. but just at 56 cents could be a breakout, and it's easy, the stock. If you open in the neutral formation, you have to close around 51, maximum 50 cents. As TOS become too risky to buy, I don't remember the reason why the stock move like that. It's never too risky, but you should just wait for the entry points at 377, 378, and this will be less risky than if you buy it in the neutral formation. For the moment, the volume is not strong. If we have a breakout with a volume acceleration, I think the stock could continue. This is Elker stock. You never know when they will stop, and you never know when they will collapse. So it's kind of the same answer than I have for the other guys with Kerex, what I think on the long term. These stocks seem extremely good for the long term. He made a big acceleration, so it's possible also that we'll have a small correction before continuing the trend. If you want to own the stock, I will go read on the website what's explained the movement beginning July, what's their product and the pipeline. So this is it for the show. Have a nice evening, and see you next week at same hour. Don't forget the FOMC at 2 today. And what's happening with the market right now? We're trying a small rebound everywhere, but it's a weak market today.